Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most important aspects in a studio setup, the desk. Now look, obviously you don't need a desk to make music, but it's really important in terms of workflow about the right desk in the right situation to meet your needs. Now, if you spend hours a day sat hunched over some kind of like computer desk or a kitchen table or even just on your sofa, mixing, composing, arranging, or even practicing, I don't know who's sitting on the sofa practicing keyboard, but anyway, it could add up to a lot of backache and a lot of stress and not really a lot of productivity in the long run. So that's where I think something like this might actually be really useful to you. Hey, I'm Chris, and on my channel I make music tech reviews, I do tutorials on different plugins and bits and bobs, and every now and again I also make the occasional skateboard video as well. So before we get into the actual review, I just want to clarify that this isn't a paid review. Koenig and Mayer did send me the desk, and very lovely, they actually let me keep the desk as well. So after this video, it's mine. That's really amazing. But they didn't tell me what to say, and they didn't even get to see this video before it goes live. So you guys are seeing it just as they are for the first time as well. Now, with that said, I do actually just want to take a minute to thank Koenig and Mayer because they've been really great supporters of my channel this year. In fact, they've been really trusting and believed in my ability to make good videos and honest reviews at the same time. So thanks so much, guys. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, just take a second and do it right now. Hit that notification bell so you get all my updates about videos as soon as they come out. And also just give the like button a bit of a smash, because that'll really help me out, get me pumped up further in the YouTube channel and all that fun stuff. And it'll also help my little tiny goal of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before January. So if you could help me out, that would be incredible. Let's get into the review. This is the Omega-E by Koenig and Mayer. It's an evolution of the original Omega table stand, bringing electric functionality to the table. The stand is built of high quality steel, and the electric motor features a max load capacity of 80 kilograms. You can set up to 4 heights and is controlled from the handy smart control here, or with the desk app. What makes this sit stand table unique is that it can be built out to almost any specification your mind can imagine. Do you need 3 tiers of keyboards? Or maybe you want to be able to film top-down videos? The options are almost limitless. The height can be adjusted from as low as 597mm to 1257mm, which is great for the lowest of sitting positions and the tallest of giants. Weighing in at 24.5 kilograms, this thing is a beast and will not buckle under the stress of almost any situation. Okay, so is it any good? Well, in a word, yeah, it is. I've been using this desk for over a month now, and it's proved itself invaluable to our work environment, to be totally honest. If you don't already know, my wife and I run choirs. And this year, thanks to COVID, we've had to do all of that online, which has been just wonderful. So we run our sessions back to back at the moment, and that means that from the end of my session to the start of Charlotte's session was always quite frantic because everything's on different stands. So we're adjusting the keyboard stand, the laptop, the camera angle, the iPad for sheet music and tracks and things like that. And trying to do that with only 5 minutes was just always quite frantic and hectic, really, to be totally honest. But since we got the desk, it's made all the difference because everything's obviously just mounted to the desk, and then we can program in the memory slots for Charlotte's preferred height or my preferred height. And it just works. You just push a button and it goes to the height, and then you're ready to go. A lot less panic, and it means that you're able to focus on what you're actually doing. Now, I would just like to remind you that this is primarily a keyboard table stand. That means that it's kind of designed for composers, arrangers, or teachers and the like. But if you've got a little bit of imagination, you can build this thing out to be almost anything, really. Like, if you can think of it, you can probably make it happen. I picked this worktop up from IKEA for £10, and I just plonked it on the top of the stand and then just put all my music gear in there. I had, what did I have? An iMac, a big hard drive, this control surface, 2 monitors, some other MIDI controllers. I had a lot sitting on this desk, and it just moved it without even flinching. I think I could have probably had double the amount of gear on there in terms of weight, and it really wouldn't have had a problem. It was really incredible. The fact that I can just change my working position within seconds, for me, it's already having a great effect on my back. I don't ache at the end of the day anymore. And also, I feel like it's helping me with my kind of focus and productivity, because if I'm starting to drift or feel a little bit bored in my workflow, then I can just kind of move my position to a standing position. And then I feel like it's just giving me a little bit of renewed energy to continue working or to refocus in on a section. Honestly, it's brilliant. Okay, so how much does it actually cost? Well, the K&M Omega-E table stand costs around about £630. Now for that, you get the table stand, you've got the height adjustable control panel which lets you save presets and gives you reminders and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't quite make you a coffee, but it does do a lot, to be fair. You get 2 arms, which lets you put a 88-note controller keyboard or any other kind of keyboard on it. You get a selection of power cables for different countries. You also even get some handy little Velcro tie wraps, which is just a bit of a lifesaver really in terms of neat and tidiness. I love it. Now, look, it's always worth doing your own research. So check out other desks, look at other production desks and things like that. But one thing I'd really want to cast your mind to just now is the space that this takes up. It's not much more bigger than an actual 88-note keyboard, and that's really, really important. If you've got a small space, like a bedroom or a very small loft like I'm in, this is going to be brilliant. It's going to give you a lot of freedom in your space. I mean, some of those production desks probably are just about as big as my office here. It's incredible. So accessories, what can you actually build this stand out with? Well, first off, you can make it so there's 3 tiers of keyboards by adding extra stackers. You can add a tray table for laptops or smaller controllers. You can add microphone boom arms or iPad holders. You can put headphone mounts on to hold your headphones, and all kinds of things are possible from the K&M website. They are built specifically for this table stand and they just work. It's really cool. Or, as I mentioned earlier, you can just grab a worktop from a place like IKEA or just a bit of scrap wood really, and just plonk it on the table, use it as a desk. Bob's your uncle. If you do decide to go that route though, I'd probably advise getting like a couple of brackets so that you could actually physically mount it to the table, just for a wee bit of added security or safety. Okay, so this is the bit of the video that everyone always kind of like hates or things, but I love because it's just ways to improve the product rather than actual negatives. And in this case, there really aren't a lot of things that I'm suggesting. The first thing I wanted to note is the height adjustable control panel. When you first get it, you might not realize that moving the button, when you hit a favorite point, it will stop at that favorite point. And if you want to keep going, you have to re-engage it. So that was just something that over time I just had to kind of like realize and figure out. The other kind of stuff I was thinking about is more things that could be added to improve the functionality. I thought it'd be really good if K&M had a little tray table attachment that kind of pulled out and gave you access to a typing keyboard and a mouse, and then you could just slide it back again. And then thirdly, I thought it'd be really handy if you could attach wheels to the bottom of this. So for larger studio environments, you could literally roll your whole rig from one end of a studio to the next. Well guys, that is almost the end of the video. I just want to round off by saying I think this is an incredible desk, especially value for money wise. You can build this out to be almost anything you need it to be, and the motors inside are so strong and so capable. It's incredible. The fact that you can move from a sitting to a standing position in seconds gives you great flexibility. It's going to stop your back from aching, and it might even help you feel a little bit more focused on your work as well. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege, by the way, to make this video. I do not for a second take this for granted. And I just want to thank K&M once again for sending this out. You guys are so incredible. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please, please, please do it, because I'm trying hard to get to 1,000 subscribers before January. So if you think this video is good, then hey, why not share it with someone that might like to watch it as well? Let's try and help me get to that 1,000. Guys, until the next video, have a Merry Christmas, stay safe, and also have a Merry New Year. Bye.